Meals don't need to be expensive to be festive, delicious, and create lasting memories. Today, I'm sharing a festive holiday meal that can be made with Dollar Tree ingredients for only $20. I'll take you through the whole process from shopping to creating the meal, and I've even created printables for you so that you can plan out your own Christmas or holiday meal, including guest lists, shopping lists, and even the cooking schedule. Those printables are free this holiday season and down in the description box for you to download at any time. This video is also in collaboration with my friend Tiffany over at Small Town 6. She is a wife and mother of 4, and she absolutely inspires me with her clearance grocery hauls that are incredible deals, and her family-friendly cooking that is also inexpensive and just truly delicious. So make sure to pop over to her channel and check out her Dollar Tree Christmas dinner. That link will be down in the description box, and make sure to also tell her that I sent you. I know you're gonna really enjoy that.
So here's everything that I ended up buying. I got a nice big package of penne pasta, some oyster crackers, some ranch seasoning. We're gonna make a special appetizer out of that with those honey roasted peanuts. I didn't end up using the corn, but I did put it out. I got packages of chicken nuggets with french fries, 2 of those, and some frozen green beans, frozen garlic bread, some cake mix. We're gonna make some cupcakes, some craisins and some walnuts. We're gonna mix those with the green beans for a really delicious side, some frosting also for the cupcakes, and off the side there, you couldn't see it on camera, but that is some pasta sauce, and then also got a nice big package of some lemon lime soda like Sprite. And that worked out really well because I used that for the cake mix and we're making cupcakes with that, just 2 ingredients, super easy. And it's also a really nice treat to go with your meal. And then for an appetizer, that's what I'm gonna get started with first. We're gonna make some seasoned oyster crackers. These are a really nice treat and super inexpensive. Julian wanted to help with this one, so he's a really great little helper in the kitchen. I don't know if you have a child that's super interested in cooking, but he is mine. You want to start with 2 tablespoons of the ranch seasoning or ranch packets. You could also use, like, if you have the Hidden Valley kind, that would work too. And then a 1/4 cup of oil. You can use olive oil or vegetable oil, whatever you have on hand. And then these seasonings I already had on hand, so I have 1 teaspoon of dried dill weed, 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning, and then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And all of those can also be purchased at Dollar Tree, so if you don't have them, you can definitely purchase them. And you just want to mix up that oil and seasoning mixture and then pour that right over those oyster crackers. I just put mine in the Ziploc bag so that'd be easy to kind of shake up, but you could also mix that in a bowl if you'd like to. Then spread them out evenly on a baking sheet and bake them at 250 degrees for about 20 minutes. And you just want to stir halfway through. And that just kind of pushes all those flavors into the crackers and it makes them a really, really tasty baked treat. Then for the main course, we're making a chicken Parmesan bake. And I just started my penne pasta. You could also do the bake and the cupcakes that we're going to make the day before your big event, and that way everything's made ahead of time so you're not rushing around on the big day. It's your choice. We did it all at once, but you definitely have that option. And so the kids here were helping me put in the cupcake liners. We're gonna make cupcakes with that lemon lime soda, and it's super, super easy. You actually just take that entire box of cake mix. I used the white cake mix because that's what they had at my Dollar Tree, but you could also use the yellow cake mix, or you could do strawberry. Both are really good with this. Or you could go a different route and get like a Coca-Cola and then get chocolate, and those 2 taste good together too. And the ratio is 1 box of the cake mix and 12 ounces of the soda. So it's basically like 1 soda can. But the nice thing about doing it this way is you get that soda as a sweet treat or nice treat to go with your dinner as well. So you really get a lot of bang for your buck out of the soda. So once that's well mixed, you just want to put it into the cupcake pans. It perfectly makes 12 cupcakes, so just divide it evenly. Julian helped me with this. And then bake in the oven according to the package instructions. So I think it was like 350 for maybe 15 minutes, but you just want to follow the same baking instructions that are on the back of your cake mix package. And then to make the chicken parm casserole, I bought 2 of these banquet meals that had chicken nuggets in them, which I thought was going to be perfect to kind of put into that casserole. In the past, I've also seen chicken tenders at the Dollar Tree, so that's an option too if you have those. And then for that, so I just microwaved the chicken nuggets and then grated up the mozzarella cheese. I've also used cheese sticks in the past when I couldn't find the block mozzarella, although this block mozzarella is really good for the price. But if you can't find it, you can use cheese sticks and just grate those up, and they work out just as well right over the top of your casserole. And then I just cut the chicken nuggets up into bite-sized pieces because we're just going to mix this into the casserole. And then once that penne was done, I poured it into a 9x13 dish, and then it poured in all of my pasta sauce and then mixed in that chicken, those cut up pieces of chicken as well. And this makes a really lovely casserole. I love the idea of a casserole on Christmas because it's just easy, especially if you make it the day before and just pop that in the oven, and it's just so warming and yummy. And this is as good as any other chicken parm casserole. Like, yeah, whatever, you're doing chicken nuggets, but they're still breaded pieces of chicken. And then you want to just top that with all of that shredded mozzarella cheese, and we'll bake this at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Just want to make sure everything is warmed through and bubbly and that cheese is melted. And then in the meantime, these came out a little while ago, and I just poured them into a little baking dish here. It was a little festive dish to serve them in, and then just poured those peanuts in on the side. So this was a nice little snack tray for us, just like, I don't know, just a little something to nosh on. It wasn't a like really fancy appetizer per se, but it was really enjoyable. And I think on a day like Christmas, sometimes it's nice just to have something to grab here and there and, you know, enjoy what you're doing on the side and have a little snack. And this was absolutely perfect. The kids love these oyster crackers. They were so good. I'll probably start making them for them as a snack more often. And so for a vegetable, I made green beans, and I just microwaved the green beans according to the package instructions. You could also use some canned green beans here if that's what you have or want to use. And then we're going to make the green beans in a second, but I also got the garlic bread started about 10 minutes out from the casserole being done. Just, again, followed the package instructions. If you have bread on hand and some butter and some seasonings, you can easily make it yourself. So you do you, and I always encourage people to use what they have on hand. And then I did just want to take the cupcakes out of the pan and let those sit on a rack because they do need to be cooled down before we put the frosting on. And so putting them on the rack will allow that to happen quicker. That's all. And many of the kitchen items that I'm using in today's video can actually be found at Dollar Tree. But I also have them linked down in my Amazon store. So if it's something that you need and you would like to get delivered to your house, you can use that link down in the description box. It's always there. So all the stuff like the muffin tin and the racks and the strainer I was using for the pasta and the little spatula that I was using. I love that thing. All linked down in there. And then for the green beans, I used 2 tablespoons of butter, but you can use oil or margarine. I'm riffing here on a recipe I've made before that was a Brussels sprouts with butternut squash recipe in the air fryer. I'm using the same sauce with these green beans because I thought it would be really good. So I have the 2 tablespoons of butter, then I have 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And you just cook that together and it makes this amazing sweet and salty sauce. It's really, really incredible. And then from there, I just added in my walnuts, probably about half the bag, and then half the bag of craisins. If you wanted to use pecans instead, they also have those at the Dollar Tree, and that is delicious in this, so just your choice. I thought that walnuts and green beans would just go really well together. And so you just want to coat those and kind of toast them up. And then we're also going to add the green beans into this and kind of mix everything together. The flavor is incredible. So this is an alternative option to the Brussels sprouts and butternut squash with green beans and walnuts. And it's really the sauce that makes everything amazing, and the idea that you're using the nuts and the craisins so that there's that salty sweet balance and a little bit of crunch. And it's also very festive with the green beans and then the red craisins. It gives you those festive colors.
I did just want to take a minute to pop in here and let you know that if you are struggling with food insecurity this holiday season, there is no shame in reaching out for help. Make sure to check with your local food pantry or church. There are always people willing to help. And if you're a person that does have a few dollars to spare, I do hope that you consider donating to your local charity of choice or food pantry to help out those with food insecurity and those in need. It can happen to anyone at any time, and I think that we all just need to help each other out.
And here's the final product. It looks even more beautiful when you put it on a red plate. So it's really just gorgeous on the table, and everything was coming out. So my garlic bread was ready, my casserole was ready, and it was pretty much time to eat. I love to set up a nice table for an event like this. I find that even if you don't have fine like china at home, try out a thrift store. You can find really nice stuff there. And even Dollar Tree has some really cute seasonal items. I just find that it really makes a difference to make things festive and make the dinner feel special. This was really delicious. Everybody loved it, and it did feel very fancy for very little money. And so after dinner, the cupcakes were all cooled down. And like I said, you could do this the day before too, so you don't have to actually be frosting cupcakes on Christmas. But we just frosted it with the vanilla frosting that we bought and then plopped some of those marshmallows on top. You alternatively could get your favorite like candy and crush it up and put it on top. My kids just love marshmallows, so that's why I got that for them. And we just had a grand old time, and I was so amazed at how good the cupcakes tasted. Like, I would have never known that you just use Sprite to make those, so it was really, really incredible. For more Dollar Tree inspiration, make sure to check out Tiffany's video down in the description box, and I truly hope you have a magical holiday season.
You like it? Green beans too?
I give it a 5 out of 5.